Hello, I'm Jude Kirk and welcome to Let's Go Shopping. I've got a great show lined up for you today, so sit back, relax and enjoy. The Mohair store down here at Beckenham Central on Colombo Street. And here's Andrea herself. Hi, Andrea.
Hi, how are you? I know, nice to see you as well. Mwah. On this lovely sunny day.
Isn't it stunning?
I know,
Lovely
it's
to see
gorgeous.
you with your doors open.
I know, it's really exciting when you get to the time of year where you can open both doors. It's those little things in life, isn't it?
It is, oh my God, it is the simple things, isn't it?
Absolutely.
That keep us going. Now, you're in a great little posse here because you've got the beautiful Faray, you've got the Fabric House,
Yes.
and you. So you've got this really gorgeous sort of interior thing going on
I know,
here.
it's fantastic. And we get quite a few people who are going into Fabric House to look through their, I mean, they've got the most stunning range of fabrics. It's just beautiful. And so then they'll bring them back in here and match some throws and bits and pieces like that as well.
Beautiful
so it's really
idea.
nice to have that option. And of course, yeah, Faray's got the most beautiful gifts for Christmas. Heaps. Just amazing. So you need to come down and have a wee nosy
What have you
through.
got, darling? As we're warming up, people can still be purchasing these beautiful classic all year round gifts.
Oh,
can't they?
absolutely. And even if we look over behind us here, these are a few of our sample specials that we've got in.
I was just
So
gonna say, I've
mix-
never seen this beautiful
No,
sort
so
of
that's the thing. So
soft
these,
aubergine.
no, so they are, some of them are straight alpaca, some of them are actually an alpaca and mohair blend, which we don't normally do. But that's the beauty with our specials and seconds shelf, is that there is always something different. So
Gorgeous,
I always say to people, if there's something they do love here, they do need, it's one of those things that you do need to buy straight away, whereas the rest of our range we have in all the time.
And of course, for people who are afraid and not sure where to inject colour into their home, this is just a brilliant way of doing it, isn't it?
Oh,
and these ones here, of course, were samples, weren't they?
Yes,
These as well.
yes.
Just
And some
sampling the
end of
range.
export lines and a real mix.
Love
And again,
that.
with our seconds,
Green.
they some good prices. And
of course
again,
here-
yes. So that's the beautiful Windermere range. So again, these are all from, it's all New Zealand mohair, all New Zealand made. You've got almost 40 colours to choose from. So everything you see there comes in the full size throw and also the knee size.
Can we do the packaging as well of these
Well,
beautiful scarves?
yes.
'Cause
Now,
these are
we
just
do
stunning.
have our fantastic scarves. Now, these have been going really, really
I bet
well.
they have. Look at the
Now,
beautiful
yes.
boxing itself.
So we've got some beautiful, beautiful bright colours. We've also got a lovely range of neutrals, and we also have a super special of some cream seconds. There's the slightest fault, and we've only got a few. We've only got a few left, and they are only $20.
Oh, you're
I know. So that's our super crazy deal for that. And we do have some other samples for 40, but their standard price, their recommended retail is $69, and our outlet store price is $55. So very exciting.
Make sure you come on down here to see Andrea and all these fantastic gift ideas she's got. The Mohair store, Beckenham Central, which is on the corner of Beckenham and Tennyson Street, isn't it? Yes. 9431639. The award-winning Mr. Gavin Top from Harvey's Top Real Estate Services joins me. Lovely to have you with us again.
Good to be here, Jude. It's
Gavin.
always good to be here.
Thank you. Busy week for you.
Been very, very busy. Listed a couple of new properties. I had a call out today for a nice client of ours. A 35-year-old client.
Yes.
Sorry, been a client of mine for 35 years.
Yes.
She has seen you and I on television, and today she said, "Can I be on your show next week?" So, Jude, we have to satisfy this 92-year-old lady next week.
Wonderful.
Yeah, next week.
Oh, fabulous. And are we
Next-
going to
next-
have a look through her property as well?
Yes, next Tuesday.
Next Tuesday. Oh, it sounds very exciting. Gavin, now you're marketing a beautiful property on Harewood Road, and of course we're going to get to see a new one after
Yes,
that as
we're
well,
going to
aren't
have
we?
Sawyers Arms Road and Harewood Road today.
Okay, super. Let's kick off with the Harewood Road,
Thank you.
can we please?
Harewood Road, here it is, built by Enterprise Homes 19 years ago, 210 square metres of property, single story as you can see, 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, 2 living rooms, beautiful presentation, there's 774 square metres. There's the view of the northwest section, and just to the right of the shrubs is the right-of-way, so this house can't be built out, Jude.
Fantastic.
Very, very sunny, impeccable presentation, and there's a nice open plan dining, living, lounge area. There is a view of the backyard, which has 3-car garaging and 5-car parking off the street.
Goodness me,
Delightful.
that's substantial.
There
Look
is
at
the
that.
courtyard again. You can see where you can park the car. The owners have a beautiful vegetable garden, and it's big enough for a glass house, a garden shed. As I was saying, 774 square metres. Here is a view of the living room, or the lounge, which that view is taken from the living room. You can see the double doors out there, and if your eyesight's good, you can see the green and white striped canvas sunblind out through the double doors there. That's right to the north and to the west. There is the view of the dining living room, which opens out again to the garden.
Lovely.
Both those rooms connect to give you about 600 feet of living space, which
Fantastic.
is very, very nice. View of the kitchen with the door going out into the entrance hall.
The
Very
double
gracious.
doors are very nice inside,
Very,
aren't they,
very
Gavin?
nice. It gives a feeling of space.
It does.
Makes walking through the home very, very comfortable. There is the whole bench and the whole rack of storage there. There's a double pantry, refrigerator built in down the end, microwave, an eye-level oven, hot plates, range hood, and just to the bottom right of the photograph is the stainless steel bench. Very, very nice kitchen, very workable.
Yes.
Very easy. The owner tells me she loves that kitchen. There is the guest's bathroom. You can see the separate shower, the basin, and the bathroom, double glazing in the bathroom also. Very, very nice tiles on the floor and in the ensuite and in the kitchen. Beautifully presented. Master bedroom there with the dressing room to the right and to the ensuite to the left. Sit up in bed there, Jude, and look out to the garden.
Lovely. I can't believe this property is 19 years old.
Absolutely impeccable condition.
I mean, if you'd have told me that was a couple of years old, I'd have believed it.
Impeccable condition. Recently redecorated inside and outside. On the market at $695,000. Negotiate over. Open day there Thursday and Sunday, 3 o'clock to 4 o'clock.
And fabulous location as well.
Great
Gavin,
location, just
isn't it?
up the way from the park and close to
Absolutely.
Nunwick Park. Yep.
Absolutely. Shopping malls, the airport,
Good.
everything. Straight run through to the city. It's lovely. Now, we've got another gorgeous property.
This
I'm
is a
dying to have a
beautiful
look
property.
at this one as well,
Yep, this is a delightful property. I sold all these sections about 15 or 16 years ago in one day. And these people built on here.
This looks
is
lovely.
217 square metres. It's 346 Sawyers Arms Road. It's on 485 square metres of land. It has a beautiful view across to the rural area from the living rooms. See the 3-car garaging there, Jude?
Yes.
Off-street parking for more cars. A little gate just to the left there to go into the landscape setting. Doug's going to flick us onto the next photo in a minute.
Yes.
And here is the courtyard. Now, just through the lattice work in the back of the courtyard, you can see the green rural spaces there. Now, this house there is no plans for subdivision in behind this house. My understanding, City Council's some time away. And when City Council say some time away, they mean it in this block of land. Yep. There is a view of the living room. You can see the double doors on the left which go into the dining family room. That gets all afternoon sun. That's a lovely, lovely big spacious
absolutely it
living
is.
room. There is a view of the back
garden.
courtyard.
Lovely.
And you can see the green netting there which overlooks the rural spot. This is a delightful property. There's another courtyard. Recently had all the EQC work done and an additional $30,000 spent on it, bringing it up to scratch.
Now, the thought for the week
The
is,
thought for the
Gavin?
week is none of us is smart as all of us.
I like that. The wise words from Mr. Gavin Top from Top Realtors at 135 Barrington Avenue in Bishopdale, 359 5595. And the charming Grant from Eastern Dry Cleaners joins us. Grant, lovely to have you with us again today.
Thank you.
And you're looking as immaculate as you always do. I always love to see what colour tie you're sporting when you come in here as well.
Well, I can't look shabby when I'm sitting at the table with you, can I?
Oh, wow.
But anyway, need to remind people that we're getting so close to Christmas now that if you've got anything to be dry cleaned, you need to get it in promptly, because all the dry cleaners that I know will be closed between Christmas Eve and New Year, not opening again until the 5th of January. So if
Okay.
you've got to get anything done over that time, get it in beforehand.
Okay, splendid
And
idea.
some people have been, some people may think that it's too late to get your drapes done before Christmas now, and you have left it a bit late if you're still thinking about it, but we can still manage it. Give us a ring,
Oh, great.
and we can pop out and
You're
measure up
wonderful.
and everything.
And even
we
for
can
people who maybe need to check their tablecloth for stains and the likes of as well, that may need it, you know, it's been a lovely traditional piece that they've used year after year.
Yeah.
Drop it on and or get them to pick it up as well.
That's right. Yes, that's exactly so. But don't leave it too long.
Okay, sounds like a great idea. What are some of the most commonly asked questions that you get asked with dry cleaning connected with your work?
Oh, well, a lot of different questions. Can you get this stain out? And
What are some of
which-
the hardest stains?
Oh, well, blood that's been left a long time is always very hard.
Is it?
And so if you have blood stains on something, do get them into the dry cleaners as quickly as you can.
Is there anything we can do pre-bringing it in, like rinsing it or something like that, or not?
No, it's best not to tackle any stains at all unless you're confident of getting it out, because if you wet the stain, no matter what it is, then you're
Locks
likely
it?
to set it.
Right.
And it'll make it much more difficult for the dry cleaner to take it out.
Great, great. And
And
will
that applies with drapes too.
Okay.
If you've got a stain of some sort on your drapes, don't try and get rid of it yourself unless you know that you can. It's best to give it to the dry cleaner and let us attack it with the right stuff.
And of course,
Yeah.
great for those party dresses as well over the Christmas and festive period as well, isn't it?
Oh,
if
yes,
they get wine or
yes.
food or anything like that spilt on it, it's good advice. Just leave it.
Yes, it
and
is.
bring it into you ASAP.
Yes.
And also, of course, you are a master of doing wedding dresses as well, Grant, there, aren't you?
Yes, we are. So if you've got any of those, we can handle that for you.
Okay. So your hours will be, you will be closed from
Our last day will be the 23rd,
23rd?
and we'll be reopening on the 5th of January.
5th of January, and normal hours up until
Yes.
then, and straight after again. There we go, straight from Grant himself. If you'd like to give them a call them on 379 4600. Chris, great to catch up with you for one last chance before you go back to Sydney. Tell me, can people come to Duchenne Dental and actually have one of these appliances fitted?
Yes.
Okay. Let's just recap on this appliance that I have in my hand, please. Its purpose?
Its purpose is to help to open the airway by letting the tongue live in the mouth instead of the throat.
Okay.
And that's going to do two things. It's going to make a person breathe more regularly at night, and it's going to also stop them snoring.
So that's got to be great for both people. For a couple that are in bed, both people are going to have a jolly good night's sleep for a change. With this device, last time we spoke about these inserts that you have here that actually help as to where to position the teeth in the jaw. This is something that has to be done on an individual basis. How long is somebody looking at before they walk in to when they walk out with something like this? What would the time frame be?
Usually about 2 weeks is a fair amount of time.
About a 2-week period. Now, because these are so personally made for each individual requirement, can people come back and still have these sort of jigged around with if they're not getting 100% results to start off with, Chris?
Yes, there's a follow-up protocol that we do with these devices, and the adjustments should only ever be made by the clinician. They shouldn't be made by the patient.
Don't play
So
around with them
to
at home.
come back and have it adjusted means that you're getting proper and correct care and observation.
Can people who have got dentures that have snoring problems wear something like this as well?
Under certain circumstances, yes.
And what is the care of these as opposed to normal dentures as well?
Well, they're a bit different to normal dentures or anything like that, even though this is a fully cooked acrylic. It feels flexible and
Yeah, it
resilient,
does.
but it's not soft. It's resilient and flexible. It's acrylic, and the difference between this and the other acrylics, which are what dentures are made out of, is that during the day when you're not wearing it, this needs to be cleaned. A full set of instructions come with every appliance. Cleaned, dried, and left dry and clean in the air. Clean and dry, and that's the way to store it.
Okay, so there's the only moisture that's to come in contact with this is purely at night time or shift people when they're sleeping, when they're actually wanting to use it.
Yes.
Okay, fantastic. And how long can you expect something like that to last?
If it's cleaned and maintained as per the cleaning instructions that are provided with the device, then it should last for many years. I've had devices in service with patients up to 7 years.
Goodness me. Come on down to Duchenne Dental and give yourself and or your partner a jolly good night's sleep with one of these fantastic appliances that Chris has invented. At Duchenne Dental Services, 236 Springfield Road in Maryvale, 3754444. The staff at my men's store here in Bishopdale Village are quite often asked what makes a good trouser. Great question. What makes a great trouser is the fact that the benefits of the trouser as well and the features of the trouser, and that's all included in the 4 that I'm about to show you here. Now, you've got to also start with a retailer that actually knows their stuff. If the retailer doesn't understand the benefits of a good trouser, you're in the wrong shop, and get your little self on down to my men's store, 2 great shops here down in Bishopdale. Let's start with the first one. The first is your shirt grip waistband. This part here. Now this part is actually, it's kind of rubbery. So when your shirt actually goes down, it almost adheres onto that, and it actually stops it riding up against the satin lining on the inside here. Split waistband. This is proper trouser make, not the less expensive jean make type. Look at this beautiful binding on either side of the seam. It's also got the split back seam here. Now this means if the trouser needs to be altered, it can be quite easily because it's not just run on one solid band. Also, the waistband bearer. Now this is inside and out, and this is why our pants here fit so much more comfortably. Have a look at this. They've all got it. I'm just showing you a different colour, that's all. It's got 1 catch and 2 in on the button. So not all that weight is actually going in on the button. You've got some really good weight there as well, holding both of them. Now also another good one, let me go back into here, is of course a half-lined leg. So you're not getting that seated effect. Fabrics appropriate to use and ease of care, making them as washable as they possibly can. Now look at the great colours that these ones come in here. They've got a mass of them here actually. Look at these 2 beautiful different shades of grey and charcoal here. Aren't they lovely? And these are washable wool blends as well. Absolutely beautiful trousers. That's where all these ones here come into play. They've got more fitting rooms here, so you don't have to wait as long. Of course, they've got the Lee Riders, they've got the moleskins, and they've got the summer and the winter weights in those as well. Talking myself hoarse here. They've got sizes 84 to 116 centimetres, and you'll find a few slightly larger than that as well here as you go along. Of course, the Tusk original jeans, denim jeans as well, really, really good branding. You'll find it all here at My Men's Store, Bishopdale. My Men's Store, Shop 11, Bishopdale Village Mall. Brands you want at prices you want. Here we are joined by our darling friend Case at Van Dam's Cafe here at Church Corner. Now we're right opposite the Bush Inn Centre here. Case, you've got great car parking out the back as well, haven't you? A mass of it round there, which is great. So you just go down the little side street here, it's all in the back, and it opens up to this beautiful, almost like a grocery store, Dutch grocery store here as well, and cafe. Talk us through some of your beautiful traditional foods you've got.
The traditional homemade custard squares, of course, are totally non-fattening and very yummy. And then the apple tart is just, that's very popular with us. And yeah, our clients come 2 or 3 times a week and just enjoy the fair.
Now, I'm loving this. Try a refreshing glass of orange juice for $1.
Yeah, that'd be nice for our elderly because if they buy a bottle, that is now $4. And so the imported orange juice, people love that. As for the smaller people,
see,
it's just like a little glass.
lovely,
See?
aren't you? And fresh lemon and nutmeg cheesecake. Look at this.
Yeah, it's gorgeous, isn't it?
Tell me about the honey and nut tart as well.
Yeah, sort of
Beautiful.
Our Lady makes this here, and wow, it's just people just
beautiful,
love that.
zingy.
Yeah,
And now I love this. Explain this one to me, Kate.
yeah, it's a Dutch Christmas bread, which has got almond centre. So you could just eat it as it is, or you can warm it in the oven at Christmas Day.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Very typically
The
European,
almond
isn't
is
it?
very, very popular.
I bet it is.
Yeah, like those almond.
Battenberg?
Yeah.
Now, you don't find all this everywhere, do you? These kind of, no.
Isn't it gorgeous? No, that's also very
Isn't it?
popular.
Chocolate biscuit fudge, coffee and walnut fudge here, the marzipan.
Yeah, it's lovely, isn't it? Yeah.
Isn't it beautiful?
For
And
people-
magic slice.
Yeah.
Love it. Trust you to name it magic. I bet you had something to do with it.
Yeah.
Gluten-free raspberry and white chocolate cake. Look at this.
Yeah.
Gluten-free apple cake. Beautiful spinach and feta savouries down here as
Yeah.
well. And of course a nice selection of
And our sandwiches were so plentiful this morning, but
You
it's
do
now 1
such a-
o'clock. It's just
You do such a great trade
yeah,
over
it's
here
really
too, don't you?
wonderful, isn't it?
Oh, I
Yeah.
think it's absolutely brilliant. And of
Yeah.
course, you've always got all your pies
Yeah.
and savouries in your warming.
Yeah.
What is a traditional drink for the Dutch? Are you more tea or coffee?
They are predominantly coffee drinkers.
Predominantly coffee drinkers? Yeah.
Even though you have a lot of my clients will come for an English breakfast tea,
Right.
but the Dutchies will have coffee only.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Is it a particular type of coffee?
No, just a
Just
good,
a good coffee.
quality coffee, yes.
And you know
Yeah.
that they're going to get it here, don't you?
Yeah, it's good. We do very well with our coffee.
I bet
and
you
our,
do.
Our barista is first class.
Van Dam's Cafe, you'll find them at 355 Riccarton Road, right opposite the Bush Inn Centre, 3487107. Ladies and gentlemen, Southern Skin.
We all know that beauty comes from within, but it comes from the outside too, with Southern Skin. Natural moisturisers, foundations, tinted sunblock and more. Call 0800 44 45 44.
And do that without delay, I'd say, as well. Tyron, great that you've got an 0800 number now.
Oh, we are loving it. This is fantastic for us. It's an opportunity for our customers to reach us. They have more access. They can actually phone, leave messages, find out what products we have that are best going to work for them. It's a real one-on-one service that we're providing. We just love it.
Fantastic. And it's not just a product for women either, is it?
Look, the original formulation was actually designed for children's skin, baby skin. And from there, it's developed into a range of products which is ideal for any skin type. We have moisturisers for children, for teenagers, for women, and for men as well. So no one is being left out.
Fantastic idea. And of course, the problem that a lot of teenagers get into their heads is the fact that if they have got an acneic condition, they shouldn't be moisturising, should they? It's very important to still moisturise.
I actually used to have the most horrific acne as a teenager, and I'm still actually prone to breakouts. Now, I have used every name brand expensive cosmetic product out there, and I might have initial success, and then it just leaves the skin very, very dry. With our products, there's no chemicals, there's nothing nasty going into the formulas. They're very simple, and since using this product, I have just not looked back. I won't use anything else ever again.
Wow.
Ever again.
Yeah.
So we have a moisturiser which is really good. It's aloe vera, olive oil, plant-based emulsifiers, essential oils. Aloe vera, of course, being very, very healing and very soothing. And we also have scrub. Now, a facial scrub, it exfoliates the skin, it clears out the pores, and it's also very gentle.
Sure.
And that'll just help with acne.
beautiful. Yeah, just to help bring up that freshness. And of course, with the what do you call it?
Our natural complexion in a jar.
Natural complexion in a jar.
SPF 30 tinted sunblock.
It is just beautiful and dewy, isn't it, on the skin?
This is actually one of my favourite products, and it looks very, very dark in the jar. It has quite a bit of colour built into it, and it doesn't apply like this. I wear it myself and I'm very pale. You can wear it. It's a product that it really just creates a very light coverage, but more than that, this glossy, dewy complexion.
And because of the finish that it leaves on your skin, you don't need that heavy makeup.
No.
Southern Skin, 0800 44 4544. The charming Tony from Harold's joins us.
You always say the right things. Thank you. Hi, everyone. Back again. Another exciting instalment.
I know. It's lovely to have you back.
Thank
and
you.
we're starting off with some lovely furnishing fabric by the looks of it.
A lot of people don't realise that we actually do have some furnishings. It's only a limited range. By limited, I mean maybe 40, 50 different rolls of it.
It's very smart in the navy with sort of the beige little fleck through
flecky
on
thing.
it, isn't it?
So it's just one of a number, of course, and $39.95 a metre.
Gosh, that's a good
Not
price.
expensive. So if you want to do, you know, a chair, recover a lazy boy or a piano stool or something like that.
Dining room chairs.
Yeah, absolutely. You can do it quite easily. All you probably need is a stapler and away you go.
Yeah.
It's quite economical because normally furnishing velvets are really, really expensive.
Yeah, they are indeed. Yeah, that's lovely in the navy.
They're
Very
great. There's a
smart.
great range. It's worthwhile having a look. It's not the biggest range under the sun, but it really, really is good value at $39.95.
Fantastic.
In fact, some of them, at least some of them, are down to $24.95. Yeah.
Oh, goodness.
Yep.
Okay.
Right, this is for Christmas tablecloths. It's a gabardine.
Love it.
So that was $16.95 a metre. Now, $10 a metre, and it's 150 centimetres wide. So that's the old-fashioned 5 feet. So normally that's heaps wide enough to do a wee bit of overhang. So all you need is the length of the table plus a wee bit of overhang. So
Beautiful.
normally about 2 to 2.5 metres, depending on this table.
Lovely. And
So-
it does look lovely with tablecloths on too, doesn't it,
Oh
at
yeah,
Christmas?
it does. Yeah, in fact, I'll be using that myself. So it's
Will
great.
you?
I will be. I will
Very
be.
good. Now we know what's going on
Yes.
in Tony's
Yeah, it's great.
household, Christmas
So
Day.
linens, we have just dozens and dozens of new stock linens. But I just thought I'd bring in this colour because this one's a real
love
fun
this.
one.
It's beautiful,
Really fun.
isn't it?
I'm not quite sure how you'd describe it because it's not wasabi green.
It's not. It's almost a little bit more. I was going to say pistachio. Do you think
Okay.
it's a little bit
Yeah.
more like a pistachio?
Yeah, I always think of pistachios as having the brown skin on them, but I know what you're
right.
thinking of.
Yeah, when you
Yes?
actually bite into
When you bite
it,
into
kind
it,
of that
right? Okay,
gorgeous
that's
colour.
it's official. It's pistachio.
It's pistachio.
There's lots and lots of linens.
I love it.
Excuse me. It's about $17.95 a metre. That one's exactly $17.95, but there are lots and lots of others that range in price from $17.95 to $24.95, depending on the width and the weight.
Okay, and they're all good classics as
Yep.
well.
There's lots of other specials too. We're never going to get through this.
No, we're
$5
not.
a metre for this little bargain.
You're joking.
No, I'm not
Tony.
joking. Well, moving on. This one here for
It's
sleeping bag
stretchy.
liners was $14.95, now $6.95, and it's a tube. You just get in. It's really, really easy. You just get a couple of metres, $6.95 a metre.
There you go, there's all your Christmas presents
Bargain.
sorted.
Yeah.
Harold's, the trusted name in fabrics, 47 Birmingham Drive, open 10 till 4 Monday to Saturday, 338 7700. Just give them a tube for Christmas and today just get in. It's that easy, isn't it?
Too easy, yep.
There we go, we've got your Christmas covered. Bye-bye.